Okay, so very short. There is, I read a new claim, and finally a subject I can talk about with some knowledge. Okay, so Huawei said that they would be ready to make 14A grade lithography in 2031 because they basically redefined. Well, you have to remember that the number means nothing. It's marketing number. It's basically proxy for transistor density. So 14 angstrom, so like 1.4 nanometer equivalent. So something. So it's equivalent to a process that Intel will have next year, I think, in 2031, or TSMC will have like next year or something in low volume production, and they have a tau scaling law. So and also they have a new thing called LogicFolding. So I am usually very, open towards Chinese. I am not saying that they are duplicating things. I'm not like talking smack about DeepSeek. In fact, one of my favorite AI models, the only large AI model that I use is Kimi from Moonshot AI, so Chinese AI. But the tau scaling, that's a redefinition of what foundries in Taiwan and Korea have been doing for the last 20 years at least. LogicFolding, that's 3D stacking and sometimes 2.5D stacking, so also already known technology. And when you redefine, stuff like this, how you measure, then you can measure, whatever density you want if you change the style of measurement. So in this case, for example, you would say that AMD 3D X3D chips are already, like at something like 18A quality, even though they are processed in 4 nanometers. So and the only big claim that they have is that they will have a small pitch between bumps. I forget the technology, but it's when you they want to fold integrated circuits on themselves or when you join other circuits, like wafer to wafer or die to wafer or something like this. That's there is a pitch of how dense microbumps connections can be, and currently I think the standard is like 8 micrometers, I'm sorry. And Huawei says that they can, by 2031, they can make a mass volume production in 2 micrometer. That would be, if that's true, if they can actually achieve this, not in the lab, but in mass production, then they would probably be leading in the world. but I'm doubtful about this. This is one of the few areas where I am doubtful that Chinese can catch up that quickly, because lithography is extremely complicated, and they are, they have sanctions on them, so it's difficult. Okay, thank you, bye.